After last night's massive victory in Falmouth, the Bourne Braves return home to take on the Brewster Whitecaps. Hello and welcome to Pregame Tomahawk Talk. I'm Adam Gockin alongside Nathan Schwartz and Cam Manna. And Nathan, the last time that the Bravos played the Whitecaps, it was probably the best and most all-around offensive performance of the season.
9 runs on 16 hits. Garrett Michelle hits that home run, hits the double, falls a triple shy of the cycle, gets on base all 5 times. He stepped up to the plate, and you're right, Adam, that was probably the most complete game by this offense by far all summer. We're looking to see that stay true tonight as this Bourne team tries to get that momentum back.
It wasn't necessarily the case last night, but still enough to get it done. That Ethan Conrad home run in the first inning was really a huge part of the victory.
Yeah, just a big part for the Braves last night to start early with that offense, and that goes back to what they did on that 3-game win streak. Leads to begin games is what this Bourne offense has done. Last night they slowed down for a long period of time, then the 2 spot, so you saw them come back and get out of that fluster on the offensive end, but you want to see here more consistency. This is a Brewster offense that hits. They hit the ball well out of the ballpark. Ryder Helfrich has been unbelievable. MVP conversation so far. So the Bourne offense tonight, it's going to be a clash.
To slow them down, it's going to be Ethan McIlvain getting the start out of Vanderbilt, and he's been really good this season.
The only one start for him this summer, that was last week against Orleans, just 2 earned runs in that one. But looking to see him build off of that great start. His first 2 innings were great, 6 up and 6 down. And yesterday, Bourne got a great start out of Tyler Fay. Let's see if they can get back-to-back good starts from McIlvain here tonight.
We said it there. The Bravos looking for back-to-back good starts. First pitch coming up soon at 6 p.m. Adam Gotkin now joined by Isaiah Jackson out of Arizona State on Pregame Tomahawk Talk. Isaiah, you've been swinging the bat really well recently. A bunch of extra base hits over the last couple of weeks. What's changed in your approach?
I had a lot of time a lot of time off, so I was able to just kind of reset and kind of just get back on the grind and just understand what makes me a good hitter and kind of just capitalize on that. And I was getting good pitches to hit too as well, so just got rolling with that. So.
Something that I think makes the Cape League pretty difficult is it's a very short season. It's not like Major League Baseball where if you have a 1-week slump, it doesn't matter because it's 162 games. How do you keep your mindset right when you know that it's a very long season still?
I mean, you just got to be able to flush things. I was actually just talking about this in my pops today. It was like just taking the good out of even bad games. You go for 3, even striking out 2 times. Find something that you did well. You showed up, you gave it all you got, and that's all you can ask for. So sometimes it doesn't go your way. So just controlling what you can control is just important for me.
And even when you're not in the lineup, it seems like you're usually making an impact, being one of the latter guys in the dugout. How important is it to bring that energy? I
mean, that's just my personality, man. I always like to be the loud one, be behind all the boys, and just kind of cheering them on. So. I don't know, it's just the person I am. Just seeing everybody being successful is fun for me, so I just enjoy it a lot.
And up until this week, you were the only West Coast guy on the team at Arizona State. Past couple of days, you've had a couple guys coming from Oregon. What's that like to have some, Pac-12 guys, a couple guys you're pretty familiar with?
I mean, it definitely changes my perspective. I've really noticed and grown that SEC is kind of different. There's a lot more money floating around there than there is on the West Coast, but just kind of bringing that West Coast culture over here, and just it's a little underappreciated of what West Coast baseball does for the baseball culture in general. There's just a lot of hype around the East Coast, so just reminding the guys out east that we're not bad out west. So.
All right, well, thank you very much, Isaiah. Adam Gotkin now joined by Sean Brennan here on Pregame Tomahawk Talk. Ahead of Bourne taking on Brewster. And Sean, this is a Whitecaps offense that has been one of the best in the league all season, and they excel when it comes to hitting for power.
Yeah, and that's been no different in July. Danny Cuvée and Ryder Helfrich tied for 5 home runs, the second most on the Cape in July. I mean, and you go up and down the lineup. I mean, this is a Brewster team that we have kind of referenced every time the Braves have played them, that they're so good offensively, and you just look at that lineup. There's so much talent there. So it's going to be another game where Bourne's going to have their hands full. They held Brewster to 4 runs last game. I don't expect to see that same dominance today.
The one place where Brewster has struggled a little bit so far this season is their pitching.
Oh yeah. The ERA is third worst in the league. The whip is tied for the worst, so Bourne is going to get their chances. We've kind of seen the Braves struggle a little bit to get those hits. It didn't hurt them last night in their win against Falmouth, but, when you look at these past 3 games as a whole, it's been a little bit of a struggle, and this is a chance for the Braves offense to really get going.
And when it comes to Brewster's starting pitcher, a very interesting case. A guy who did not pitch at all at Clemson this past year, but had a little bit of time in the Coastal Plain League to kind of get back into things.
Yeah, well, it all started back in 2023 when he's a freshman at Georgia Tech. Had an 11 ERA and 12 appearances, so, kind of getting his feet wet. And then, he transfers to Clemson and misses this entire season with an injury. Goes to the Coastal Plains League. Very solid. Had a 5 ERA. He kind of lives by his fastball, definitely inside, too. So we're going to see that. I think it was 70% of the time he goes to that fastball. So we don't really know what we're getting in him. We saw him pitch in the Coastal Plains League, but the Cape is obviously a little different there. So kind of a little bit of a question mark from Brewster's starter tonight.
Definitely a big question mark. That's Noah Samuel out of Clemson, and it should be a very, very interesting one. First pitch coming up soon at 6 p.m. You don't want to go anywhere.